I'm Nischal and I'll be speaking on the topic Be the Change as You Wish to See. Now, starting off with what is change? Now, change is nothing but difference in state which can be either good or bad. Now, change in humans is something which shapes a person and brings him to their final destiny or dreams. Everything we see today is a change which someone once wished to see. Now, change doesn't necessarily have to be within oneself, it can be external too. It can be change for the people or for the society. Or it can be change within oneself, such as change in behavior, attitude, physical appearances, etc. Now let me take a small example here. Back in the 1900s and 2000, we didn't have mobile phones, but we had telephones. Now someone out there wished, what if you could make this smaller and portable? Now he made this change possible by changing the technology, giving us mobile phones back in 2002. Now in 2007, Steve Jobs wasn't satisfied with this. He wished, what if I could touch the screen and make things happen? Mind blowing, right? So he made this change possible by changing the technology once again, giving us the phones of today. So he was the change and be the change as you wish to see. Now change cannot be termed as positive or negative. It's how one perceives it and what they wish for, or how they want to be looked in the eyes of the people. Now change can be something as small as change of shirt, haircut, beard, etc. or something a little more complex such as change in behavior or attitude, or something really big such as change which revolutionizes the world. Now everyone has an ideal version of themselves they want to be, or they want to be something they're inspired by. Now this cannot happen overnight. This requires two things, change and time. So slowly changing yourself step by step to attain this ideal version of yourself, or at least close to it, is what would set you apart from the rest. Now coming to wish. Wish is a word with a deep yet complex meaning. It can be something really small or something really big. Wish can be something as small as I want to have ice cream today. Or considering our current state of COVID-19, it can be something as big as I want to find an antidote and cure the virus. Now these wishes may be attainable or not, but either way, change is what's going to get you to fulfill these wishes, or at least gets you close to fulfill these wishes you see, or at least gets you motivated to the wishes you see. So change is the key to the lock that unlocks your wishes. So be the change as you wish to see.
You must be the change you wish to see in the world. What exactly does this quote mean? It means to want, to choose, and to commit to your actions in order to do the right thing. Then the next question arises, how do we do it? The answer is simple, yet most of us find the practice of it quite difficult. It is to practice personal responsibility. We all know and are quite aware that there are many problems in the world. Taking the example of one of the biggest problems the world has ever faced, the current COVID-19 pandemic. This situation is very overwhelming and looks helpless, but we as human species all together can make a big difference, and I mean every single one of us. During the lockdown, the frontline heroes are going out every day to do their personal responsibility in order to win a war India can't afford to lose. The medical staffs are at the forefront of these efforts. Their duty of every little help and care to all the patients out there battling their lives is bringing about a huge change in the betterment of the situation. Priya Srivastava, a doctor in the northern city of Lucknow, said the time to act is now. Like her, millions of medical staffs and doctors are risking their lives in order to bring about a better change. Besides medical staffs, many workers such as paramedics, police, pilots, railway workers, and garbage cleaners are braving grave odds every day. These are the real unsung heroes who are doing their very best and every little bit out there. So now, what is the change or contribution that you and me can do in this situation? We must act as responsible humans in order to contain the spread of disease. We must all follow all the rules and abide by the restrictions given by the government and health organization, and contribute the money and help how much ever we can to the people who are in the most need of it. So let us all stand strong and do our very best to bring about a change for saving our humanity. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ponnappa M M and I'm here to talk about the topic Be the Change You Wish to See. As humans, we should always initiate good things. We should not hesitate to bring about a positive change. We have to take right decisions at the right time so we can see the change we expect. We have to set an example by taking the right decisions at the right time to set an example and to see the change we expect to see. Like days and nights, time and tide, there happens to be a change in the world every second. Change is indispensable, and we humans should know how to accept the change. The the people who learns to adapt the change is smart, but people who brings about a change is termed genius, and he or she makes history. Rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi ji, we should be the change we wish to see. Instead of facing the world with fear, we should bring about a change that will be right for us and others is an act of good human being. And we should be bold enough to bring about a positive change, and whatever we initiate that should bring in peace and harmony. Hence I would like to conclude. Thank you.
I am here to speak about the topic Be the change you wish to see. Change is permanent in the world that cannot be controlled by anyone. We must make many efforts to bring a right kind of change. Mahatma Gandhi ji said that you be the change you wish to see. Means we must implement a right kind of change to make this world a beautiful place. And if a person wants to change in that place, he must be the first person to do it. For example, if a teacher needs a student to be excel in the studies, he must teach well. If the change must begin from one person in the world. Many people hesitate to change because they fear failure. Without failure, we must implement many changes to make this world a beautiful place. I conclude my speech by saying that changing your face can do nothing. Facing your change makes everything. Thank you.